Wait! Please don't go just yet. I've been waiting for someone like you. I understand this might sound rather dramatic, but you are my only hope. Me? My name is Alsop, Clive Alsop, and I'm a composer. I dabble in a genre many call classical music, though I prefer more accurate terms like poetic or profoundly life-changing. Ever since I was a child, I've dreamed of performing my compositions to those noble tastemakers at the BBM. As they say, if you can make it at the BBM, you can make it anywhere. Why, isn't it obvious? The Royal Albert Hall is the first step towards the BBM. You see, me and my orchestra, we came here in the hopes of spotting a BBM producer and handing them our tape. So far, we've been here for weeks and have had no such luck. But the time for action is nigh, the denouement, as it were. And once I saw you, I knew you were the perfect person for the job. Someone who can help us get into the BBM and gently force them to listen to our tape. As you can see, conducting is not conducive to muscle gain. Me and my orchestra lack advanced weaponry. You do not. And let's just say I know a thing or two about security inside the BBM and how hostile they can be. Now, not from personal experience, of course. I'd never tried to break into the BBM. No, sir. Besides, the alternative is just to sit around and wait. And I think me and my orchestra have had enough of that. What the world needs now, more than anything, is great music. And I believe we can provide that. Why, just look at your heavily confident demeanor. If you're not a classical fan, what are you supposed to be? A common thug? You're not a thug, are you? How about the satisfaction in knowing you have become an integral part of British culture for generations to come? I can also give you tickets. Now, I've heard from reputable personal sources that the BBM is heavily guarded by robotic security. So let's try to keep all violence to a strictly non-human basis. Huzzah! We did it! What did we do again?
Other than destroy public property, not much. What are you imbeciles doing?
Hello, whoever you are. I'm Clive Alsop. I'm a composer, and I want you all to listen to my tape.
Wait, is that what this is about? A bloody demo tape? Good God!
It's more than just a demo tape. It's my future, miss. Who are you again?
KnightRaven, station manager. I'm the one who turned off those robots before they ripped you apart. Do you know how long it'll take me to fix them?
I apologize, Miss Rayner, but you have to understand. I did this because I live for classical music. Please give us a chance.
It's been so long since we've had any fans. No, fine. Come inside and stop hitting things.
So, you're this Alsop sword, eh? Funny. You don't look depressed enough to be a composer.
I'm Clive Alsop, the mastermind behind this entire affair. Could I please speak to Mr. Fortworth?
Before you get all hyper, mate, there's something you should know. Bradley Fortworth, he doesn't really exist.
I beg your Pardon?
Well, at least not like you and me. See the giant machine behind me? That's Bradley Fort Worth.
Am I
He's a
invisible?
living,
or are you
breathing
an invalid?
computer.
Which is it?
Always has been. We can't tell him what to play because he has a mind of his own. Heck, we don't even know how to turn him off. Lost the manual a couple years back.
So, does this mean all of this was for nothing?
Not exactly. I can still play your tape for him, but at the end of the day, he's the boss. I just push some buttons.
What a conundrum. My problem isn't to do with the revelation, and more to do with, well, you see, during our fight with the robots, I tried to perform a strategic maneuver, most commonly known as a rush attack. And while performing said maneuver, I slipped and fell right upon my side. Luckily, something in my pocket softened my fall. Unluckily, that something was the demo tape. Not on me, no. Thankfully, I do know where we can find a copy of the tape. Months ago, I sent one to Empire Records in the hopes of obtaining a record deal. In fact, their complete lack of a response is what spurred me to come here to the BBM. I want you to go to their store in Lewisham and recover my tape. They never replied to my many letters requesting the tape be returned, so they've either gone out of business or they're ignoring me out of spite. Either way, the tape is there. I'm not sure how I feel, other than blindsided. In retrospect, I should have known there was something strange going on in this hallowed institution. My family has been listening to Bradley for 3 generations. People don't live that long nowadays. I would love to, but I'm afraid I need to stay here and make sure we don't get any flack for destroying half of the BBM's security system. I'm sure Miss Rayner will understand after I've properly explained my reasoning to her. I want you to go to their store in Lewisham and recover my tape. They never replied to my many letters requesting the tape be returned, so they've either gone out of business or... Good luck! I'm thinking of composing a new piece, The Wayfarer's Opera.
So you're Alsop's little helper. Funny, you don't look like the BBM kind. Our fans are much older and frailer. Not a good listener, are you? Like I said, I'm Patel Rayner, station manager. One of the 5 current BBM employees. The other 4 are janitors. Don't need a lot of people when your boss is a computer. Upkeep, mostly. Fort Worth's in control of everything. I just make sure nobody bothers him. I spend most of my time fixing up our security robots or reading fan mail. Don't have much else to do. Beats my previous job. Used to be a mechanic at a junk shop in Eastminster. Here, I get to make my own hours and nobody bothers me, most of the time. Why? You want to be arrested? I'm not doing it because it's a huge bother. Too much paperwork to fill. Since forever. Story goes that he was built before the bombs fell as a safeguard. Something to keep Britain informed during the apocalypse. They connected him to the country's early alarm system. Bradley actually went online 2 minutes before the bomb sirens rang out. Anyway, they built him to be obsessed with keeping Britain moving forward. Keep calm, carry on, all that shit. We don't. He was built to operate on very little energy, and his chamber can survive a direct nuclear blast. Like I said, he's got a mind of his own. We can input news and tapes, but he chooses what to say and play. Greatest artificial mind ever built, and it spends 24 hours a day playing music for old codgers. Yeah, sure.
I I can't believe it. Is that it? Yes, yes it is! My precious tape, you found it! Thank you so much, friend. You have my gratitude and my... No, words aren't enough. You deserve more, and more you shall get. I want you to present the tape to Fort Worth. And when he asks for a name, tell him it is called Ode to the Wayfarer. Now go forth into Bradley's chamber, friend. It's time to play the music, and I believe you should have the honor. Perhaps he's been programmed to look past superficial imperfections and see the true emotional core of one's work. In other words, God, I hope so. I want to give you the honor of presenting the tape. It's the least I could do. Head into Fort Worth's chamber and present the tape to him. Miss Rayner told me he'll ask you a few questions, but it shouldn't be too hard, right? Especially for someone as smart as yourself. Good luck!
Welcome, good fellow, to the BBM. We're so happy to have you here. Thank you for the tape. I've just processed it, but I cannot add it to my programming. Not yet. First, I need to know if your piece is worthy of being entered into Britain's cultural history. Answer me, composer. Why did you compose this track? What was your main inspiration? What made you want to become a composer? What emotion do you associate with your composition? Congratulations! I have determined your work to be a worthy addition to the British cultural canon. You can now rest easy and know that your Ode to the Wayfarer will be played for eons to come, perpetuating our great empire's foothold across the globe.
Welcome back to the BBM, friend. Do you hear that joyful noise? That's my music, and it's playing in the BBM! Oh, thank you, truly, sincerely, deeply! You have brought joy that I didn't know I was capable of feeling. But since I know unending gratitude is not the same as monetary reward, here you go. Tickets for your work. May this ode henceforth guide you, Wayfarer. And whenever you hear it playing in the airwaves, remember the day you made this young composer's dream come true.
Hail the People's Republic!